Hi and welcome to my BookTubeAthon TBR, and I'm sure the lighting is really wonky, but get used to it, because if I end up doing wrap-ups, like daily wrap-ups, which I'm not sure if I'm going to do, I'll be doing them this time of day, so the lighting will be like this, but I don't want to edit this video, so let's get started. So I am doubling up on 2 challenges. I think that's okay. I know you can't like make 1 book for 3, but I assume I can do 2 books for 2, hopefully. So the first challenge is to read a book with pictures in it, and I don't own a lot of books with pictures, and I only own 2 graphic novels, and they were both for school, so these are actually it's a reread, but whatever. So I picked Pride and Prejudice, and it's done by Marvel, and I'm gonna read this, and then I'm actually gonna use this with another challenge, which is to read a book and watch an adaptation. And I know it's kind of cheating because it's a graphic novel, like this itself is an adaptation, but making it count. So I actually own 4 adaptations of Pride and Prejudice off the top of my head. So if you want, I don't know which one I'm going to watch, so if you want to let me know which one you think I should watch, let me know in the comments. So the choices are Bridget Jones's Diary, Pride and Prejudice, the Keira Knightley version, Pride and Prejudice, the BBC miniseries with Colin Firth. Honestly, it may not be that one just because it's so long. It's good, but it's long. And then the last one I have is Bride and Prejudice, which is done by the woman who directed Bend It Like Beckham, and it's kind of like a Bollywood style version where Lizzie is an Indian girl and Darcy is an American businessman. So those be the 4 options, so let me know because I can't decide which one. So if you want to help, I'd appreciate it. So that's 2 challenges down. Whoa! So another challenge was to read a book in the genre you've read the least this year, and I kind of struggled with this in YA, so I decided that in general I haven't read too many adult novels this year, so I picked one. It's actually been on my shelf probably the longest. I got this when I was in college. It's called 5 Things I Can't Live Without by Holly Shumas. I don't even know what this is about, but I've had it for a really long time and it's pretty short, so I figured I would give this a try. Ugh. And then another challenge was to have somebody else pick something out, like a book out for you, and I live alone, so I couldn't bring somebody to my bookshelf. So I took a picture of 3 books and texted them to my dad and told him to just pick one randomly, and the 3 options he got were McCreeve by Cressley Cole. This is an adult romance. Tokyo Heist by Diana Wren, and Nevermore by James Patterson. And actually, not that this is why I picked these books, this was on my TBR for this month anyways, and I figured I might as well give it an option to be read. I actually thought he was going to pick this one just because it says heist in it, and he's a huge fan of the show Leverage, just like I am. And I'm not sure how he made his decision. I don't know if he just went off covers or if he looked up what they were about. He didn't say. But he actually ended up picking Nevermore, which works out because it was on my monthly TBR and I'm probably going to avoid reading it. So, and this should be a really fast read. It's a pretty big-ish book. It's, hold on, can I do this without spoiling myself? It's just about under 350 pages, but the font is pretty big and the chapters are really short, I assume, because they are in most James Patterson books. So it should be like a quick read. The last real challenge is to start and finish a series, and I didn't have any books on my TBR that were part of a series I hadn't already started, except for the Covenant series by Jennifer Armentrout, which I just hauled, and I didn't want to read those because I'm saving them for a future time when I need some Jennifer Larman throughout my life. That might be weird, I don't know. So I made a silly decision. I guess I could have reread. I mean, in theory, I could do whatever I want. I could just finish a series, but I really wanted to like stay true to the challenge. And I decided that I've been putting off finishing this series long enough, and it's long, but it needs to be done. And this series, I actually have, it's a 6-book series, which I know is long, but they're not super long books, and they're fairly easy, like, reads to get through. And I've read the first 3, but it's been so long I need to reread them anyways, and I figured this would kind of force me to do that. And so that is the Out of Order, well, sort of, not really, Gallagher Girls series by Allie Carter. And so I'm going to be rereading I Tell You I Love You But Then I Have to Kill You, Cross My Heart and Hope to Spy. I suppose I should figure out if these are in the right order. Don't Judge a Girl by Her Cover, Only the Good Spy Young. So now we're into the ones I have to read for the first time. Out of Sight, Out of Time, and United We Spy. These are dusty. And I'm actually, this is where I'm also doubling up. There's another challenge is to read a book with red on the cover, and actually a couple of these have red on the cover, but like this one has the red scarf and stuff, so figure it covers that one. So I will try my hardest to accomplish that challenge as well. The last challenge is to read 7 books and or an average of 300 pages a day, which is 2,100 pages. And I mean, if I read all these, I'll definitely read 7 books. That one's kind of just a, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Another thing about this challenge, this TBR, or whatever, what's the thing called? BookTubeAthon. It starts on the 14th, I believe, and I actually have the 14th off because it's the day after my sister's wedding. So I took it off so I could like recover and relax and everything before going to work. So I kind of plan on getting a bunch of reading done that day if I can. But I'm not sure how much reading I'm going to be able to do throughout the week, just because I do work all day and my job's kind of exhausting, and it's been harder and harder for me to read when I get home from work. So I don't know. And if I'm not agreeing to do wrap-ups, like daily wrap-ups, but if I do them, like I said, I'll just film them when I get home, which is around 7 o'clock at night. So the sun's kind of going down and it's kind of funky, and I don't plan on editing the videos if I do them. And I'll only talk about what I read since the previous day, which will really just be what I read at work, and if I do read anything at night. So I'm not sure if I'll accomplish all of these. I'm pretty sure I'll get through the Pride and Prejudice one. That's pretty easy. Or maybe I will edit this one. We'll see. But thanks for watching, and if you're going to be doing the BookTubeAthon too, just let me know down in the comments, and yeah, thanks for watching. Bye!